What's up, y'all? It's Alyssa here, back with another video. I just filmed a video on how to be a high value woman, or what high value women know as a high value woman. So I want to talk about really quickly self-worth versus self-confidence, the truth about it. So I know a lot of times there can be misconceptions about these two particular things. They are very, very important. They are very, very two different things, but they do go hand in hand. Like, they connect very easily, but they are very, very important. They still matter. One isn't better than the other. They really do matter regardless of anything. Like, they just matter. So let's talk about self-worth really quickly. Self-worth is you knowing who you are regardless of what's around you, regardless of circumstantial things, the external, whatever you want to call it. You know who you are. You don't let anything affect you because you know who you are. Like, you know your worth. So that's what, you know you're worthy. Like, you know who you are within Christ. And I want to mention that really quickly as a woman who loves God, who loves Jesus. Like, I want you to understand, like, hey, you're worth it. You're worth it. You watching this video right now, you're worth it. So work on your self-worth. Understand that you are worthy of so much. This goes along with relationships. This goes with friendships. This goes with setting boundaries. Know what you're worth. Know you can't waste your time and energy on things. And you just know who you are. You don't, your standards, your values, your morals, all of that matters to you and is very important to you. And your dreams and your goals, all of that matters to you. And now moving on to self-confidence. Self-confidence is kind of based on external, not necessarily, but it's similar to self-worth in a way. Like, for example, you're confident regardless of how you look. And then it can be external as well, because when it comes to confidence, it's about you just showing that you're sure of who you are. Like, if they have confidence, like God and confidence, like, it go hand in hand. Like, you're confident in God, and then you can be confident in His creation, which is you, yourself. Be confident. Understand who you are. Understand, like, confidence and like a self-worth, they connect. And I'm gonna do this in a second, but they connect. So when you're confident, like, you know that whatever outfit you got on, how your hair look, how your makeup look, you're confident. And if you like the way you look, then you're more confident. But confidence also comes from you not caring about what people think as well. You're not worrying about what this person say. You're not worrying about what that person has to say. You're not worrying about what someone's thinking. You're just confident. You're not worrying about how you look. You're not worrying about, you're confident when you speak. You're confident when you talk, when you walk. Your shoulders are high. Like, confidence, when you're confident, it shows. When you're confident, it shows. You're not afraid to dim your light. You're not afraid to dim yourself or to dumb down yourself. You're not afraid. You're not afraid to be who you are and who God has created you to be. And the way self-worth and self-confidence comes together is when you know who you are within Christ, when you know your worth, when you know your worth, when you know who you are, and then when you're confident. Let me try to explain this very clearly. When you know your worth and when you're confident, it goes hand in hand, because you're like, I know who I am. I know I'm worthy. I'm worth so much. I deserve so much. I deserve the world. Like, I'm worthy of so much. I don't need to settle, or I know my morals, my values. I know my standards. I know what I accept. I know what I don't accept. And I'm confident enough to speak up about it. I'm confident enough not to allow it. I'm confident enough to be myself and not care what anyone else thinks. That's confidence and self-worth put together. Whatever situation it might be, you're confident within your dreams and your goals as well. You know that, hey, this is gonna happen for me. I believe it. And confidence is believing in yourself as well. Believe in you. Believe that you can do it. Sometimes people say, like, oh, when it comes to confidence, take it till you make it. While it is true, sometimes it's something about true confidence that just shows and just shines brightly. Shines so brightly that it's like you can tell that person is really confident. Now, of course, we're gonna have a little bit of fear, or maybe imposter syndrome, or maybe some negative thoughts, or maybe just something just to try to prevent us from not being confident, because, you know, we're not perfect. No one is literally considered 100% confident. I mean, if you are, then kudos to you, but no one, most of the time, people aren't 100% confident. But it's how we go about that, and that's what makes our confidence so firm. Make our confidence so firm. First of all, Christ is our firm foundation, so I think about that, and I think about how our worth, your self-worth, and your confidence is so firm based off that. So when you don't have a firm foundation of your confidence and your self-worth, it's like these two particular things, it's like your confidence. Like, if your confidence is not like stable, your confidence, first of all, if your worth is not stable, and then your confidence goes down. Because you can be confident all day long, babe, but if you don't know your worth, it's like you're breaking down. Maybe you're dealing with depression. Maybe you're dealing with anxiety. Maybe you're dealing with low self-esteem. Let's go to your worth. You might be faking it till you make it and being as confident as you can. You gotta love your outfit, you love your makeup, you love your hair, but all these things are external. You might not care what nobody thinks when you go out and about and you be yourself and all this type of stuff, but are you proud of yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you really love yourself? When you look in the mirror, do you think you're beautiful without the hair, the makeup, the nails, the outfit, everything? Like, when you wake up in the morning, do you know that you're beautiful regardless of those things? Regardless of if you're married or not. Regardless if you have the career or not. Do you know that you're still capable? And I'm asking you this question because literally that's the question that I have to ask myself. Or I had to ask myself. I had to ask myself these questions. And still to this day, whenever I come across certain things that might get me down, I have to ask myself these questions like, girl, like, your self-worth. And it all comes down to what God says about you as well. So that's why I relate that to Christ, because at the end of the day, it's all about you knowing who you are within Him. It's about what God says. So I know that you want to try to do it all on your own. You may want to try to just be like, you know what, I can figure all this out on my own. But we don't know everything. That's why we got God. That's what I'm saying. We don't know everything. So when it comes to self-worth, like I said, if your worth is not up here, if your worth, your self-worth, if you don't work on that, your confidence can crash down. You can be confident all day long, but then you go home in tears. It's almost like you got to be confident enough to leave the toxic relationship. Be confident enough to stand up for yourself in your friendships. Be confident enough to set boundaries. Be confident enough to walk in the room of business individuals or businesswomen and businessmen and know that you got a lot to say and it's important. That you are enough, that you are important enough to be in that room full of those business individuals, those business owners. You are enough. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say within this video, is explain those two particular things. I just made a video on high value women and the things that us high value women should know about ourselves, or should know if you're know that you are a high value woman, and or you want to express and display those particular tactics. But self-worth and self-confidence do go hand in hand. They're both important, but understand that the firm foundation, they got to be firm. If one drops, the other one, like, really. But self-worth is one that keeps you going. Not saying that self-worth is better than confidence, because they both go hand in hand. Because if confidence drops, and sometimes your self-worth can drop. I'm telling you from experience. Because you can know that you're a beautiful person when you don't have the confidence. It's like, how can you display that? So work on both. Like, you may have the answer to the question in class, but if you don't raise your hand, ain't nobody gonna know that you got a good answer. Like, for example, like, if you don't want to hang out or do something that your friends may try to do, but if you don't speak up, then how is, like, you gonna set your boundaries and say no? It goes hand in hand. They connect. So that's pretty much all I want to say without this video, or throughout this video. And I hope that y'all enjoy. This is the truth about self-worth and confidence, but they're very, very important. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. And thank you for watching this video. See y'all in the next one.